Bitcoin, on like the 4 hours, I can see that there is a mini three drive pattern through to the upside on the 4 hours as well. So one, two, three drives through to the upside that actually grabbed the high of these tops on the 4 hours. If you're looking at the four
Yeah,
hours.
it grabbed a lot of tops. It's like it destroyed everything over there.
So after grabbing those highs, I believe that we might see at least a little bit of a retracement through to the downside into the maybe order block on the 4 hours. So I'm not looking into,
Yeah,
as I said, and when I look at, I'm looking at my day trade. I'm not looking at where Bitcoin is going on the long term, or can it go to 16,000 or 15 or 13 or 12 or 11,000. I'm just looking, okay, what are the time frames telling me? They're telling me, okay, Bitcoin might be bearish at this point. I look at my setup and I just wait for it to happen. That's it. On a daily time frame.
yeah,
When I say daily time frame, I don't mean the daily time frame on TradingView. I mean on a daily time frame, like the
yeah,
24
yeah.
hours.
For the day trade.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get this retracement to the downside. So can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so what I'm looking right now at, as you can see on the 15 minutes time frame, if you go down to the 15 minutes time frame, we did like a three drive pattern through to the downside, and we
yeah,
grabbed the low. Okay, so
yeah.
after we did a three drive pattern through to the downside, the market usually reverses through to the upside, and this is what happened. The market reversed through to the upside and grabbed the high of that three drive pattern, which is what is happening right now. At the same time, that high is the Asian high at the same time. So we're grabbing the liquidity above the Asian high, and at the same time, we're grabbing the high of that three drive pattern. It's the same high. And if you look at that three drive pattern through to the downside, we can see double tops as the market is going down, double tops right there, and the trend lines through to the downside. So all this liquidity has been grabbed. If the
Been
market
grabbed.
starts pushing through to the downside right now and just like breaks anything through to the downside, I'm willing to look into bearish setups on this pair.
Yeah.
And are you asking me if I think that Bitcoin is going to go to 60K till December, like this year?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't do like really higher time frame analysis where I'm like, okay, Bitcoin is going to go up to 60K or EURUSD is going to be at 1.30 or 1.10. I don't do these very high time frame analysis as I'm a day trader. So I don't really care that much into looking into them. Like I can just right now analyze the higher time frames as we finish like looking into this day trade, but usually I don't do it for myself. Like when I'm trading on a day-to-day basis, I'm not looking at, okay, this is what the higher time frames are doing and therefore it's going to go, because it doesn't serve me in my day trades. All I care about is what is happening right now on the like mini time frame, like on the micro scale. So
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now we'll analyze the higher time frames and I'll see what I think about Bitcoin. But for now, I'm just looking into this small day trade that we can get, where Bitcoin might push through to the downside. We'll see how this goes. Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing alright. Now guys, I'm here to explain to you what happened with that trade, as well as give you some advice about how you should handle those positions, how long should you leave them open, when you should exit, and all of that stuff. Let's get right into it. Now guys, as I go to the 15 minutes time frame, what I see right here is that the position went through to my take profits area, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, and then the market started impulsing through to the upside. Now if I go to the 4 hours time frame right there, what you guys can see, what the thesis was, it was that there was a three drive pattern, one, two, three, into this liquidity right here. So we might see a retracement, or even after a three drive pattern. If you've been watching my content on Instagram, you'd know that after a three drive pattern, I'd like to see the market just reverse into the lows, usually. Now that is the higher time frame thesis. Now guys, what I usually do is I take a higher time frame thesis. Let's say this is the higher time frame thesis, and I dissect it into multiple trades. I don't take one trade For example, from right here into this low. This is a swing trade first, and then this is like a 1 to 9, I think, risk to reward ratio. Yep, this is a 1 to 9 risk to reward ratio trade. So I don't want to be doing that. The way that I approach my higher time frame thesis is dividing it into multiple trades where I can be in and out as fast as I can. Why? Because a thesis can, of course, either be correct or wrong. However, it can be wrong in multiple ways. For example, the way a thesis can be wrong is the following way that you just saw right here. It was correct just for a limited amount of time, right there into this order block, and then this, the rest right here, it didn't happen. So you would be wrong on that leg of the position, you would be right on that leg of the position. Now, even if that happens and I am only partially right, I want to benefit and I want to make money. Now, if the thesis is completely wrong, the only time that I lose is if the market simply just does this. Without retracing, not one bit, not doing anything. The only possibility, the only scenario in which I lose is if the market does this. Just simply pushes through to the upside without retracing, without doing anything. The moment the market just thinks about retracing, I am making money. I don't care about this whole movement through to the downside. Now, a lot of you might be afraid that, okay, I have this thesis that the market is going a 3-drive pattern, the market might reverse and tap into this low. What if it does that? What if I just miss out on this whole push through to the downside and I only trade just like a glimpse of it? What if I miss out on it? I don't want to be doing that. You're afraid of missing out on more profits. And this way of thinking is wrong in trading, of course. However, I will dissect that even more. Now, guys, after I finish this trade, I am not done. I am not done. It hit this order block right there. And what we might be doing is we might be manipulating traders into just believing that this order block will hold and then we will push into their stop losses. Now, I will look into this push through to the upside, which is this right now. I will look into this push through to the upside and I will see if I can get another setup on the 15 minutes time frame. Now, if I can get another setup on the 15 minutes time frame, I'll trade it for like another position through to the downside into here. Now, let's say the market stops here and then it retraces after this order block, for example, let's say for some reason, and it wants to go into their stop losses or reverse from there. Now, if I get another setup right here on the 15 minutes time frame, I'll take another trade. So no, I am not missing out or doing all this stuff on the higher time frames. And even if I do, even if I don't receive any other setups, I don't care. I want to be in and out, make my money. This is a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. I risked 0.5% for this trade. So I made 1.5% just by taking this trade. So I don't care. I'm not really greedy on those positions. Now, as soon as the market started retracing through to the upside right here, as I told you, I then look again, I then go to the 15 minutes time frame and try to spot a setup. Now, if I go to the 15 minutes time frame and I look at this impulse through to the upside, what you guys can see is that the market simply just impulsed through to the upside right there. We started pushing to the upside. We didn't give any setup through to the downside. We didn't give like any liquidity being grabbed and then the market reversing from that liquidity. It didn't give me a setup to enter right there. It just simply reversed right there, which saved me from like being this man that says, okay, you know what? There's a possibility that the market is going to go into this low and I do this, and then this is a loss. No, you create a thesis, a higher time frame thesis first. You dissect that thesis into multiple trades. So even if your thesis is wrong, you're still able to make money as I did right here. Remember that your goal in the market is not to be right, is not to say, oh, I was right, and maybe call up to your friends and be like, oh, Bitcoin just went to 16,300. Like I told you guys, I am right. I am the best anticipator, predictor, trader ever in this world. This is not your goal. Your goal is to make money. As simple as that. And if you can dissect your thesis, make money on one of it, and then you're wrong and you don't lose any money and you just made money on this position, then this is where you want to be. Be wrong and make money. This is where you want to be. Alright guys, now I hope this video helps. And if you want to DM me, message me about any questions that you have, any inquiries that you have, you can feel free to do so on my Instagram. It's the only way that you can contact me, and the link is going to be in the description. There's a lot of scammers messaging people, guys. I will not message you first. This is what you should know, especially about business. You might say something funny in my Q&As, and I will message you like laughing or doing some shit like that. However, I will never message you about business first. Never. Those are scammers. Now, if you want to contact me, the link will be in the description for my Instagram profile. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you soon.